in deference to one of my supporters, who will remain nameless, I am going to be a lot nicer with this reaction than I normally would have been, and will abstain from swearing.
Fuck it up.
With that said, I am still going to do the reaction.
Hi. Good, how are you?
Good. I'll have you start by sanitizing your hands if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Possible to not go live in the store.
Oh, okay,
Please,
sure.
if
Yeah.
you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll be back, guys, okay? Don't ruin it for everybody else.
Would you still do YouTube if you didn't get paid? Fuck no. No.
Chantal.
I have the weight of the world on my shoulders. I know, fuck.
She carries the weight of the world on her shoulders.
Stop looking at it.
After Foodie Beauty got her coffee with her Beezers, she went over to Adonis to do some grocery shopping, which we would later find out was in order to make some food for Natter, who is actually sick and
In the same way that Amberlyn Reed misuses and abuses the word literally, you do the same with the word actually. And Amberlyn, does so with both words. Literally, actually. For you, it's actually. Let me explain for you let me take you to school for what the word actually means. It means to take another step, okay? Let's say that you sent somebody to the store to get a bottle of wine, and he asked, just as he was going to go get it, how much is this bottle of wine anyway? And you tell him it's $100. And then he goes and gets the bottle of wine, and he phones you and says, well, actually, it's $115. Do you get it? Now, I know if you don't get it, the folks in my audience understand the point that I just made. To say actually means to take another step and to verify something. And you're one of them reaction channels that takes everything that Chantal, and especially Natter, who is just a degenerate gigolo swinger up for anything he can get, you hear anything from him and you take it as gospel. So for you to say he was actually sick and bad, no, you haven't verified anything. You're just believing the drama between those two. I'm going to return to this soon. There's lots to react to, yet their tumultuous relationship is not one of them.
bed. But something happened while she was live streaming at the grocery store. A store worker actually
There is no need for you to preface everything that you are reporting on with the word actually. I don't know anything about your channel. I left one comment one time. I asked, what kind of a mic have you got there? You never replied. I logged out and went back in with a new window, and my comment wasn't there. I guess you took it down because I asked what your mic was, or you didn't want, another reaction channel on your channel. That I got no history with you. I'm only checking out your videos now. And it's like you breathe the word actually in places where it is not called for. And furthermore, it wasn't a store worker, it was a store manager. If you go to my channel and check out my reaction to what she was doing, I go through the first CSR, customer service rep, and she passes me on to the manager. So it wasn't just a worker, it was the store manager. And what you're also missing is that the store manager thanked me twice for what I did. So let's just take a step back and get that.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much. I'll go check it out right now.
You're welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that was the manager. And to reiterate, he thanked me twice. Now we can move forward with your reaction that I'm reacting to.
came up to her and told her to please end the live stream. Now, this wasn't just a coincidence. It was actually...
There you go again. May I suggest a new name for your channel? Call it Actually Alex is Shook. Yes, I did it, and you don't have to put actually there because you didn't have to take another step. It's like if you're driving a car and you're at the lights and you're on a phone, of course a safe phone, a hands-free phone, and it turns green, you don't say to your friend that you're talking to, the light actually turned green. That's not necessary. It's improper use of the language. So what you say is, the light turned green. There's no need to add actually to it. So, please, continue.
A reaction channel named Foodie Beauty Reaction Channel that took it upon themselves.
Hold on. I took it upon myself to do something? Let me check here. It sort of looks like you've been taking it upon yourself to comment and react and monetize and make money from Foodie Beauty for some time now. Taking it upon yourself to make money off of her. And so do I. It's just that you make a whole lot more money than I do. I make like a little bit. You make a lot. And wait a minute. Did you ever hear the pot calling the kettle black? Anything like that? That I've taken it upon myself. I've taken it upon myself to do this. And you've been taking it upon yourself, too. Doing this for quite some time. Anyway, please, continue.
To call the store. They said in a community tab post the following: Chantal is live at the Adonis grocery store, illegally recording customers with no permission on private property. I'm going to phone the store. Wanted to take credit for it. To be honest, I think that this is the ultimate Karen move.
What is a Karen, actually, Alex? A Karen is a busybody and a pest. And what do you do day and night with Shook After Dark? You are a busybody and a pest with Chantal, reacting to her channel and making a big fuss about it, inserting yourself into her life and what she publishes. Let me give you a word of advice. If you do not enjoy the Foodie Beauty channel, then shut up and go away and go follow something else. No. You react to it because it makes money. You are a classic busybody and a pest because your reactions are not making the world a better place. It's just entertainment for yourself to make money with. And that's true of me too. Now, a real Karen is somebody that interferes directly with no moral or lawful purpose to do so. That's a real Karen. And I'm not a real Karen, okay? I'm gonna explain a few things to you. You're really gonna get taken to school. On January 1st of this year, I made a bunch of predictions about Chantal, and it's all there archived too. And one of the things I said was that for the next 3 months, you're not going to see any vet appointments for those cats. And in so doing, I also wanted to challenge Chantal to make an appointment. And 2 days after that, she did make her first public vet appointment for BBJ. And of course, she didn't keep her promise. It doesn't matter. I'm at least trying to do something. And I guess to you, that means I'm being a Karen. I'm trying to challenge Chantal to get an appointment for BBJ. And I don't care if you think that's Karen material. To me, it is not.
Especially if you watch the video, it's so grainy and she keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling, or she focuses on the things that she is.
Those are lies. You are either lying to fit your narrative and make me look bad. You're a much bigger channel, and you're doing this to make me look mean and stupid, and you should be ashamed of that, or you just don't do your job properly and you made a mistake. Whether it's a lie or you're not doing your job properly, you're wrong. You're acting like a lobbyist for Chantal. Oh, if you watch the video, and we are going to watch the video, she keeps the camera down. She aims it at the ceiling, and she focuses on the things that she wants to buy. Like, are you getting paid by her? Let's get to the video.
Hi. Could I please get some barbecue cashews?
What happened to the footage is all grainy? The footage is good. What happened to she keeps the camera down? The camera's up. What happened to she points it at the ceiling? She's pointing at the food. And what happened to not shooting people? There's a person right there. Everything you just said was wrong. Yeah, we can't see him completely. It doesn't matter. That's not a mop over there, Alex. That is a human being. So everything that you said about the quality of the footage, her pointing at the floor, the ceiling, and just focusing on the thing she wants to get is not the truth. She's doing the opposite of all that, and there's somebody right there in the shot.
Yeah, a big scoop, please. Make that 2 of them.
The camera is not aimed at the floor. The camera is not aimed at the ceiling. The camera is not aimed directly to the materials that Chantal is getting. The camera is up and pointing at other people. And this time there's more than one person in the shot. Is it grainy? Yes, it is. That's not by any decision of Chantal. It's like, oh, so you don't recognize him too good, then I will make it on grainy setting. That just means that her transmission signal got a little bit weak. If it would have gotten stronger, then we would have had better quality. Maybe you don't understand that. I'm sure that, I'm the king of the Chantal reaction channels, okay? Because I got the smartest audience and the smartest material. I'm not pandering to anybody. What you just said about me was not only not true, it was inaccurate, really bad material, bad work on your part. This footage is grainy, not because Chantal chooses it to be grainy. It's because it just happened to be grainy. If she had a better signal, it would be very good quality. And you sit there and say, well, it's all grainy. Yeah, that was just how it happened. It wasn't by design from Chantal. She's doing the opposite of everything you said, and it's going to get worse.
Mortadella. Hi, guys. Orange chicken. I want to try some mortadella.
There are now 3 people in the shot, and they are only just lucky that the transmission quality was poor. If it had been better, we would have had great footage of this. And let's see, with now 3 people in the shot and her holding the camera up, what did you say?
She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. Buying. It feels like somebody came into my house and pulled the plug on my TV while I was in the middle of watching it.
Wow, Alex, you need to get out more. And you need to get some other types of media into your home. Like, check out a classic movie like Citizen Kane or Gone with the Wind or something like that. Just look at the look on your face, how hypnotized you are by that wildebeest in my province of Ontario, Canada. It's such a selfish attitude you got. Wait, I'm going to give you the song. First world problems. Alex Ashoka's got first world problems. It feels like somebody came in there and that person was me and pulled the plug on her little entertainment because Chantal was told that she couldn't keep breaking the law and shooting people and items without their permission at a grocery store. It is so selfish of you. It's like, I missed out on my entertainment. Like what, another 2 minutes of her wandering around getting groceries? It's like, she did that on the 10th, and 7 days earlier on the 3rd, in the same video that she said she was going to get an appointment for BBJ, she went to Pennington's, and this is what happened.
We're going shopping for clothes. Want to see what I look like here?
Now, off to the left is a sign that says you have to have the mask on. And underneath that, although you probably can't see it because it's too small, it's still there. It says COVID-19 assessment questions. And you know what it says there? It says the same thing that all the stores in Ontario, Canada say during this pandemic. If you notice any kind of sickness, turn around and go back. And if you have anything that's even close to COVID, turn around and run. And Chantal was already having a heavy cough. She said she was horking up, brown and yellow phlegm. And just because she says, oh, I got tested, I don't have COVID, guess what? You can have COVID the next day. Just because you're tested clean for it one day, that doesn't mean it's not rising up and shows itself the next day. If you are coughing your head off and horking up muck, then stay away. That's what the sign says. I just had to stop myself from swearing. And she's going to go in there and put everybody in danger. And wait till you check what she does next.
Hi, Leslie. Okay, what do they have here right off the bat?
She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling. She keeps the camera down or pointed at the ceiling.
When our Chantal goes to stores and does live streams, she doesn't respect the private property or the privacy of the people who are at the stores. You want to ask that woman off to the left, hey, how do you want to be in a really yucky channel with a disgusting, I'm trying not to swear, thing that tells dirty stories and is always talking about having to go to to take a defecation in the toilet. And do you want to be on that channel? Guess what? The person would say no. And like, never mind that you're wrong. Alex is shook. Like, about what you said, I mean, you're not paying attention, just like about, a few days in the past, and you're not paying attention again when I made the call. This is what Chantal do. Okay, you got a bigger channel, you make a whole lot more money. And you're wrong. I got a better channel than yours. And that's not even the worst part. Hey, Alex, do you see that giant sign there? It says, please stop. You see the bottle of the sanitizer there? Yeah, Chantal is going to ignore it and carry on and not use it. So she puts the life of everyone there in danger. Oh, what's the matter? But what did you say back there? Oh, when you watch the video, then you can tell. Well, we're going to watch the video. Not only were you wrong with that other video, you're wrong with this one too, the one that came before it. Here goes Chantal. Somehow she's going to miss that giant sanitization station. She's going to put everybody at risk. Here we go.
What's that green sweater? That's a nice color. It won't cover the foop.
Hello. Hi. How are you doing today? Good. How are you?
Good. I'll have you start by sanitizing your hands if you don't mind.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Okay.
What do you guys think? I didn't see the hand sanitizer there.
If you want to react to Chantal's scripted, tumultuous relationship, I'm making this thing on the evening of January 20th, 2022. It's going to get premiered the next day, January 21st, 2022. And she just went through the whole thing again. Oh, I left my CPAP machine. You still fall for that? You want to react to that? You go ahead. Enjoy yourself. I react to other things. I'm reacting to this. We know that Chantal tells lies for years and years, and she just brings a camera in there and shows us the giant sign. Guess what? Those sanitization stations are in every store in Ontario, Canada. And she wants you to believe, oh, I didn't see it. That's the risk that she presents. And that's the risk that she presents when she goes to other stores, too. So I actually did my part. You see, you're in the United States. I'm here in Canada. And I got to pay taxes. I wish I made the money that you make. I do not. I gotta pay taxes on my real work to pay for the medical system that Chantal exploits and abuses. So this is my business, not yours. And I will speak out and I will try to change things and keep her away from doing a live stream at a grocery store. It was the right thing to do.
It is not illegal to film yourself while you are shopping at a grocery store. This is why we can't have nice things.
Are you crazy? How do you equate a Canadian wildebeest not being allowed to shoot footage for profit on private property and not cutting the owners in for some of them profits as a reason why we cannot have nice things? You got a nice microphone right there, and you got a fantastic gaming chair. Who says you can't have nice things? You know, the late great Richard Pryor, in the middle of a live concert, he was talking about folks trying to sneak in the United States from Mexico, and they think as soon as you get to the United States, it's paradise. And Richard Pryor summed United States of America up real fast. He said this, quote, "If you've got some money, you can get something to eat." Close quote. So all of us can have nice things if we got money. In Canada, United States of America, Europe, we can all have nice things if we got a couple of bucks. How do you equate not having a wildebeest shooting footage without permission as a reason why we cannot have nice things? Are you insane or something? Let's just play this. Let's just play this again, and then we'll just move on.
It is not illegal to film yourself while you are shopping at a grocery store.
Yes, it is illegal to record yourself shopping at a grocery store. It's not a criminal offense, yet it is illegal. The same thing if you libel someone and they take you in front of a judge, prove their case, and win, that is something you now owe damages for because it's illegal to libel someone. It's like if someone stands on your front lawn, if you have a front lawn, and starts shooting footage of your residence, that is illegal. It only gets started once you say, "Hey, get off my front yard with that camera shooting footage for profit." And if the person says, "My name is Chantal, Olive Marie Sorrow, I will shoot footage here if I want to," and when you, Alex, tell Chantal, "No, you will not be doing that, get off my front lawn," and she refuses to go, that is trespass, and that is a criminal offense, and that's when you phone, the police show up, you say, "Get her off my lawn with that camera right now," and they will take her away in handcuffs. Do you understand it now?
This is why we can't have nice things. People film YouTube videos out in public all the time.
It is apparent that you do not understand the difference between public, private, where the public are welcome, and private. Public is anything owned by the government, where people have a right to be there, such as the streets of your town, or a public park in your town. Private, where the public are welcome, it's like the grocery store. And there's a reasonable expectation that folks who attend the grocery store are going to do their business and leave without doing anything silly, like recording a cheap and easy live stream on some 2-bit channel for an audience of weirdos for some fast and easy money, without even having the decency to offer the store owner a cut of the profits. That's just ignorant. Then there's private property. Right there. Alex on the gaming chair, where the public is not welcome to walk through your house and shoot video. And you know when it starts for the grocery store? It starts when the grocery store owner finds out that some dummy is in there doing something they shouldn't do, which is going to turn customers away and hurt his money. Because folks don't want to confront a wildebeest such as Chantal. If they notice that she's welcome, or it looks like she's welcome to shoot live streams and nobody's doing anything about it, and they're not the type of person that wants to confront Chantal, then they might say, "You know what, I don't feel comfortable at this store." What do you care about that, Alex? You're making lots of money on YouTube. You're making tons of money. I'm making peanuts compared to what you make. So what do you care about a grocery store owner that's going to lose customers just because you don't get your little bit of extra smidgen of entertainment? They turned off the television. I missed out on that extra 2 minutes of entertainment. What about the people that work there? Missing out on the customers and the money. What do you care? You don't care. Let me explain something else to you. You've been to a shopping mall, correct? Yes, then. So, when you go to a shopping mall, you notice that there's no beggars there. That's because it's private property where the public is welcome. Yet, they make the decision. If they find a beggar there, pestering customers, and not buying anything, they warn the beggar, if you don't start buying something and stop bothering other people for money, we're going to have to ask you to leave. And if you don't leave when we ask you to, then we hand it over to the police, and they'll come here with the guns and the tasers and the handcuffs, and it'll be criminal, because then it'll be trespass. Do you understand it, Alex? Do you understand it? Alex is shook.
It is the discretion of the store owner. If they want them to leave, then that is perfectly okay, but it is up to them.
It is at the discretion of the store owner, correct. If they ask the wildebeest to leave, then yes, the wildebeest has to leave. Correct. The last part, not so much. You said it is up to them. Well, yes, it is. So are you saying that it's invalid because I phoned and let the person know? Like, what do you expect? Do you want, like, all the customers to be searched for phones that are turned on and connected to a YouTube account and doing a live stream for profit? One more time. It's like, it's at the store owner's discretion, correct. If they tell you to put your stuff away and leave, they have the right to do so, correct. It's up to them. Yes, it is up to them. I didn't threaten the man. You know what I did, Alex? He thanked me twice. I did the man a favor. Do you understand what a favor is? Doing something nice for somebody without asking for money for it? I did him a favor. I did him a favor. He wants to know if people are doing that in his store. So that's what I did for him. I did the man a favor. He thanked me twice. That is what happened. It's got nothing to do with your bigoted ideas about Karen. I did somebody a favor and he thanked me for it.
What do you guys think about this situation? It always comes back to double standards. Now, I do feel like I need to add a disclaimer at the end of this discussion that when she is driving intoxicated, that is a completely different story. But when it comes to calling the police on her, I don't think that it's doing any good. It's only making her look like a victim in the eyes of the police. If every time they show up, she is not breaking the law, what are they supposed to do? They can't just arrest her because somebody called them and said something incriminating. They need evidence. I know it's frustrating. I know it's horrible. She will get caught eventually, trust me, but it's not going to be because of call.
So we are in agreement on one thing, which is great, because I wanted to end this reaction on a friendly note. The overwhelming majority of my audience loves what I did, and that is all that matters. You please your audience, I'll please my audience, and you squawked at me, so I had to squawk back. However, I will say that some of my special audience members told me that they really like what you do, and so I had to admit that, because I'm an honest person. And that's why I didn't swear. They didn't want me to react to you at all, so I could not do that because I already said I was going to react to you. And anyway, let me get to your last point there. Chantal driving high, we know she does it because she takes way too much drugs in, and she's in the car too much. The thing is, we don't know if she's got enough over the limit to get busted. So I do not call the police. I'm not calling them. And when people put the police numbers on my channel, I take them down. Furthermore, making bad calls to the police, at least here in Canada, is known as criminal mischief. So I'm not doing that, and I don't encourage anyone to do it either. Now, a few more comments. What I did was the right thing to do, and it's intellectually bigoted. It's just as you reduce people with names like the N-word. You reduce ideas with Karen, 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 Karen. And it's hardly Karen. It's not the ultimate Karen either. What I did is pretty much, I think, the first time ever that we've seen Chantal refused from a reactor involvement. And let me just run the footage.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Possible to not go live in the store.
Oh, okay, sure. Yeah.
If you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Okay, I'll be back, guys, okay? I'll be back. No, I'll have to go live in the store. I'll be back after. I'm just gonna turn you off and get my groceries and come back. Someone probably called and ruined it.
That is a classic moment. And I'm very proud to have been the one to author it. The aftermath is pretty funny too.
Don't ruin it for everybody else.
One moment of glory is worth more than a multitude of mediocrities. That was a great moment. I'm proud of it. And I think I have abundantly rebutted what Alex Shook has had to say about this being some Karen thing. You know, if you want to call me a Karen, you're a Karen for having a Foodie Booty reaction channel of your own. And, well, we did end on a friendly note, Alex Shook, because we agree that folks should not be calling the police on this wildebeest. Okay, we done? And if you had a good time, please subscribe to me. Chantal's Angry Mug in the bottom right hand corner. Hit the subscribe button. Scroll down a little bit. You can hit the subscribe button there too. You don't have to hit the... What's it called? Oh, oh my goodness. The notification bell. You don't have to hit it if you don't want to. Although I wish you would. Thank you very much for coming by. Please share it if you feel the need to do so. It's all appreciated. Thank you very much, too.